Hey, this is Chris Menard. Today I'm going to cover a lot of topics and I'm going to do it very quickly. I have an Excel file one of my clients sent me and it came from a database, so there's a lot of mistakes in it. So the client didn't do it itself, and I've gotten rid of who the client is, but it's column B, C, D, and E that are all incorrect. So I'm going to show you what I usually do when I do my instructor-led training. Column E has enrolled people. I'm going to select them. The problem is this is showing up as text. You can tell by the green triangle, so just convert it to a number. Now I can do a sum, average, max, min. So that one was pretty easy. The next issue is start time and end time, 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. Those are text but need to be time. You can tell I'm in H2. The T function, if it returns what you type, if it returns what you have in there, it's text. So this should have been put in as 8 spacebar AM, or just A works actually. Now looking H2, the formula is still there, but it's blank. So because it's a date or a number. So let me undo. So I'm back to where I was. Let me get rid of that. So this one I'm going to highlight. I'm going to do a CTRL H, which pulls up find and replace. I'm going to search for AM and replace it with a space bar AM. Replace all. 15, we're done. Hit OK. That's correct. Look at them now. They're aligned to the right. So now let's do PM space PM. Perfect. So now if I insert a column, I'm not going to label it because I'm going to end up deleting it, but if I do equals 12 p.m. minus 8 a.m., that is 4 hours. I know it says 4 a.m. I'll autofill down, right click, format, look at my sample. I just deleted or backspace through that. Now I have H for hour, colon, MM, hit OK, and I'm in business here. But let me delete that just for training purposes. So corrected, column E is corrected, C and D are now correct, but here comes the tricky one. I'm going to insert 3 columns. It's always better to insert multiple columns because you can always go back and remove columns. The problem is this is text. Once again, equals T. So that once again came from the database, so I'm going to select it. Data tab at the top, text to columns. Next. Tab is always checked by default. I would check comma, but here's the issue here. It's hard to tell, but there's a space between October and that line. There's a space between the line and August. So if I check space, it gets rid of it, but now it puts a space between the dates. So I would leave that out and hit finish. And then come over here, highlight them, Control H, find what, spacebar 2017, and I'm going to replace it with a comma 2017, replace all. Hit OK, click on close. Still text though because it's got October in there. So the last thing to do is do equal symbol, value, and autofill this down. If you get numbers, that is actually perfect. All you have to do is go and right click, format, and you can make it whatever date format you want. Once again, I'm looking at my sample when I click through here. And so they're dates. And if you're saying, well, Chris, I want to see Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, well, just right click, format cells, date, just go to custom. Look at my sample before I do this. D, 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 period. That'll put in Thursday abbreviated. 4 Ds, we'll put in Thursday spelled out. And it's always pulling, your sample is always pulling from the first selected cell. Click OK. Now they're truly dates. If you don't believe me, let's use the T function. I got a blank. But look, there's a formula there, so it is working. Undo, undo, undo. One last thing, and the reason I did it this way is not everyone has my version of Excel. Okay, I'm back to those blank 3 columns. I could have come over here and typed in my version, October 12th, comma, 2017, and then typed in October 16th, comma, 2017. I can change that format, but on the data tab, I'm going to use my flash fill. There you go, and highlight them. But not every version of Excel has that, so I kind of took you the long way through that. But I ended up with the same answers. So now I can sort by date. I can't sort by date right now. It'll give me the first letter. So let me highlight and delete that. So I know I fixed the dates, but I didn't leave them in there. But I'm just showing you, we learned the text function, the T function, text to columns, Control H, trim function I didn't need to use, but we've converted text to numbers and text to dates. So if you need instructor-led training, feel free to call me. And if you recall, my Excel training classes are online, and it works for any version of Excel. And right now it is $29, and I cover, I'm going to scroll down, it's over 6 hours of material. And as you can see, I'm just scrolling through here. I also cover pivot tables in my Excel class. And also, if you're saying, well, what if I don't like it? Well, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee through teachable.com. Thank you.